Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaleesa Ayoka. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys this makeup look. It's a little bit of pink on the eyes, a little bit of brown on the lip, bronzy face, bronzy skin. Also in this video, I show you guys me using the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and this is in Mocha Mami. I also use Penny for You Thoughts. Excuse me. So that's also in here. I also try out the new Black Radiance palette in medium to dark. It's their new contour palette. It's a shade darker than the one that they already have. And you guys have seen this palette before, but I create this entire look using the Lorac palette. So if you're interested to see how I created this makeup look while talking about some topics that came up this week, just keep on watching.
You are 100% of ungranulated grade A beaten sugar.
So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup and I'm going to be talking. The last video I did was to get ready with me. I was actually going somewhere, but right now I'm just playing with some makeup. And I'm going to be chatting about some stuff. You know, some current events, some things from the internet. Anyway, but yeah, so let's get into this. So today I really wanted to play with my Lorac palette. I did a review on this, and that one's going to be linked in the iCards right here, so you can go check that out. But I gotta start my makeup how I start my makeup, which I use my e.l.f. Oil Control Mist, Primer Mist. I love this stuff. I just bought a new bottle because I ran out of the other bottle. And I did my makeup without it, and it was different, so I had to buy a new bottle. I'm just gonna shake this up because it's a new bottle, and we're gonna spray it. It's not that cold outside anymore, so let's hope I don't make this face because it's cold. Got some on my backdrop. Ooh, yeah. I feel like I missed the middle of my face just now. I'm going to prime, and then with that, I'm going to be using my pore reducing primer, and I'm going to put that all over my face. But first, let this dry in. I had this topic in my mind from when I was watching a particular TV show, and then this week a particular content creator also made a video about the topic. It was not received well. I'm going to say that, and once I get into the topic, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not mentioning anybody's names because people love to accuse you of clout chasing, and you're just you know, sharing your little 2 cents as they share their little 2 cents. Let me just rub this in. So let's get into my eyebrows. Today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. brow pencil, and this is in deep brown, I think it is. I done ripped this thing. Neutral brown, which is definitely not the color that I had before. So it's a shade lighter. So let's hope it's not too light where it makes me look crazy. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's definitely too light in my opinion. But it's doable. It's definitely doable. So I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and it was the episode, this happened like 2-3 weeks ago now, but it was the episode where Spice and Mimi kind of had like a little bit of a falling out over Spice's stunt. And if you don't watch Love and Hip Hop, you don't know who these people are. Let me explain. Spice, if you don't know who Spice is, like what? Spice is a Jamaican dancehall artist. So that is Spice. She's now on American TV reality show called Love and Hip Hop, which I'm pretty sure you've heard of, even if you've never watched it. And she's on there. She's on the Atlanta version of the show. And she recently did a stunt, which if you don't follow her, you probably saw it a little bit on social media, maybe. where she kind of made herself look like a lighter complexion. So Love and Hip Hop was recording during that whole, stunt or expression, whatever that you want to call it. And it showed the behind the scenes of her telling the other ladies on the show what she plans to do. Now, when Spice first told them about it, Spice told them that she wants to bleach her skin. Like, real bleach out her skin. So, she kind of told them about it, and everyone's reaction was like, yeah, don't do that. But her and Mimi got into it a little bit when she was telling them, because she was pretty much like, Mimi, you don't understand because you're of a lighter skin tone. So her and Mimi had a whole falling out about it, and I mean they eventually made up, but Spice, kept saying, like, you don't actually understand what is like, or what I'm talking about when it comes to colorism and that kind of stuff within the music industry, because you have a lighter skin tone, so you don't understand. And Mimi kind of took that as, a little bit, to me, I felt like Mimi kind of took that like, you're not really black. And I don't think Spice ever told her that she was not really black, but she kind of took it as, you're not really black. So, Spice continued to tell everybody, this is what I'm going to do, and if you don't like it, then you can kiss my ass. Pretty much that's what Spice did. And then Mimi took her to and I'm corrected. I am clean up under my eye with the Lorac Pro Concealer in Fawn. So her and Spice, kind of came to a little bit of an understanding. They apologized to each other because, they were yelling at each other, and kind of like cursing each other out about the whole situation. So they came to an understanding, and I guess Spice agreed to meet up with Mimi, and she took her to the Madam C.J. Walker Museum in Georgia. You can clean up the brow, and then you can come back and talk, because I don't think I could talk and do the same thing. So we got the brows down, and it doesn't look that bad. So it kind of like played out this on camera. What played out was kind of like this: I'm dark skinned, you're light skinned, you don't understand colorism and all that stuff. So she took her to the museum, and at the museum, the host at the museum, he started to like, explain the different stuff they had in there, and they started to kind of go through Madam C.J. Walker's tools. He talked about how, the hot comb actually originated in France, and then how she took it and she made it more applicable to, kinky hair and stuff like that. So she made the teeth a little bit wider so like the hair could fit through, all that stuff, right? So Spice goes, and this part really killed me, and I was just like, you guys didn't really think this through. So Spice goes, isn't she altering her hair to make it look more white? And everyone goes, And in that moment, I was like, you're not changing her mind. You're not going to convince her that that bleaching her skin is not going to make her more appealing to a wider audience, right? So that goes on, and then Mimi goes, Spice, and they started getting into it. And then at one point, the guy defends Spice, and he says, like, But Mimi, I don't think Mimi and Spice were kind of like not understanding, and that Mimi wasn't understanding Spice, I should say. And he went on to say, like, you know, in Jamaica specifically, he talked about how sometimes, like, if you are of a darker skin tone, you can't get certain jobs. And this is within a black country. So I think that's where Spice and Mimi weren't connecting. Spice was talking from her experience in her community. Like, it makes you better, and then people still talk about you. So this whole stunt with her fake bleaching her skin, if she was going to really bleach her skin, whatever the case may be, was for a single that she had called Black Hypocrisy. So in the single, it talks about how within the black community there's colorism. That's just how it is. But the song is called Black Hypocrisy because it talks about, no, there is colorism, where, you know, how colorism works. If you're lighter, the better, darker, the worse, blah, blah, blah. But in the song, it also talks about the hypocrisy of if someone of a darker skin tone then bleaches their skin to get preferential treatment for being of a lighter skin, then everyone turns around. The same people that were calling them blacky or darky or whatever the case may be, then turns around and bashes them for bleaching their skin. So it was kind of like, and then she also kind of pointed out that it's not from other people, other races. A lot of time it's from my own people, my own race, like, you know, black people. So that's what that was about. So, but now that topic is over, you know that I have brought up what I was talking about, which is colorism. Oh, well, this week on the two of you, a specific influencer of a darker skin tone, I'm not naming names because I don't want anybody saying that I am cloak kissing or whatever the case may be, but she took it upon herself, he or she, again, not being specific, took it upon themselves to come on to YouTube and make a video about colorism. So I saw the title of the video and I was convinced that this must be clickbait. But because I am subscribed to this YouTuber, I know that every time she doesn't really do clickbait. I was like, if this is the title, this is what she is going to say. And you know what I did? I scrolled past it because I was like, I do not want to be disappointed today. I am going to leave that video where I see it, and I am not going to watch it. And sure enough, not long after the video came out and others have watched it, her comments were on fire. But a lot of people were not really being mean and telling her that, you know, you crazy kind of stuff. But it was more like, well, I would have felt, you know, disappointment and trying to understand what you meant to say and not what you actually said. And then another YouTuber, her name is Eloho. If you don't check out her channel, check it out. She be talking that stiff about the stuff, okay? But anyway, so I saw her react to it, and I'm like, if she's reacting to it, it couldn't have went well, okay? So I watched her reaction video, and sure enough, the title of the video was not misleading. It was exactly what the person was saying. Pretty much they were saying that colorism is an illusion. So pretty much colorism is not real and is a figment of our imagination. So I watched Elo's video and, you know, pretty much agreed with her on that. The video was, you know, kind of misleading, and she even went to say maybe this is what she was trying to say, but this is what she said. When I saw it, I thought it was going to be, you know, the idea of colorism is bullshit. Like, the fact that you think you're better than me because you're a religious skin tone is bullshit. And that is actually true. It's not really realistic. Like, it's not really, there's no grounds that it stands on. That idea is foolishness. But the fact that it exists in our society is very real. It is a very real thing that happens on a daily basis, okay? So, to tell people that it is an illusion, aka a figment of your imagination, or something that is meant to be real but is not really real, then it's kind of rude to people that have experienced it in all walks of life. And then within the video, I think she even went on to say, allegedly, again, I didn't watch the video, but I saw clips, allegedly, that her example of what is an illusion is, look at Oprah. Oprah has done countless interviews where she talked about the things that she faced being a woman of color and a woman in the industry that she is in, the entertainment industry. Even at her stature, she still has to deal with that. So it's not really an illusion. It's something that happens, but it's something that is built on false claims. And that is what that video should have been about. But in other words, she just insulted everybody, really. So the video has been taken down. So, and then it was like, I was still subscribed to her, I was still subscribed to her after the video had came out and everyone was talking about it. And then there was a post where she clarified what she was trying to say. And it was what I thought she was, like, it was what the video was titled. It wasn't like a clarification of, colorism is a false idea, is built on false ideals. It was, colorism is an illusion. So I was like, I done. I can't. I'm not having that conversation. I am not having that conversation with people in 2018. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get you to understand. You are. But, and it's not like, it would be different if it was coming from a content creator that was of a different race, a different color, whatever case may be. But the fact that you are a woman of color in the entertainment industry, I was like, there's no hope for me. I am not beating dead horses, and I am not trying to convince people of shit that is right in front of their faces on a daily basis. I want you, we're not going to be shady, but just, because there's other content creators that talk about this a lot. For instance, Jackie talks about it all the time. And she's in the same industry. So you're telling me that everything that she says is an illusion? Cool. That's great. So that was that. So my take on it is, it's very much real. It's very much real, but I think it is built on false ideals, just as racism is built on false ideas. This idea that you're better than me, or you are of higher class, or you're of better quality than me because of your skin tone is shit. That is crap. That is today's world. But my take, again, back to the original thing that brought me to the topic, was the whole thing on Love and Hip Hop. And I really did agree with Spice. I felt like people were like, Spice, you don't have to actually bleach your skin. Because I think at one point Spice was really going to bleach her skin. But I wasn't sure if her reasons were because she wanted to actually do it and live it and then explain look what I have done and look what I have achieved doing the same thing I was doing of a different skin tone because I did this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she was being that radical of a protester. That in my mind, that's what I was thinking, because Spice has always big up herself for having dark skin. So it would just seem really far-fetched that she would just go and bleach her skin. Just go and bleach her skin. Like, it seemed like it would be so crazy. I would be like, what? Spice did what? Even when I saw the picture, I was like, this is some great editing, because I know my girl Spice, before the Love and Hip Hop episode actually even aired, when the thing actually happened, I was like, I know that my girl Spice didn't go and bleach her skin. I was like, I don't know what this stunt is for, but this can't be real. She didn't do it. She did the stunt. She did like makeup, and her skin was lighter, and she took the pictures. And also another thing that really surprised me about the episode is that she took the same idea that she went to the girls with to Jock, which is Young Jock. He's also on Love and Hip Hop. He's dark skinned. And she took that idea to him, and he was like, at first he was looking at Spice like, what do you mean you gonna bleach your skin? But then after she explained it and everything, he was just like, if that is what you think it takes to get your point across, do it. And I was just like, wow. Jock was like, well, he was like so down for it. And I think a part of it too is because he's also dark skinned. So I think there was just this level of understanding because he was dark skinned. Because Spice is one of the few people that are dark skinned that are in Love and Hip Hop, actually. So when she brought it to other ladies, a lot of those other ladies were of a lighter skin tone. So I think they may have understood, but only to a certain extent and not fully. But when she brought it to Jock, he was just like, if that's what you want to do to get your point across, do it. And it was just like, whoa. He was ready, you know. He was ready to really back her on doing it. Comment below and let me know how you guys feel about colorism. Okay, so let's get into this palette. This palette. What else happened this week? Ooh, Red Table Talk with the Currys. So that turned into a whole ordeal, and I was just like, I didn't see it. I didn't understand why everybody was upset. It completely missed me. It completely missed me, and I was like, maybe because that's not the first time I've heard that out of a woman's mouth. So I was just like, I don't understand why everyone's upset, but people were upset. Okay, so I went in with this color right here, and that in the crease area. But yeah, so I watched the full interview, and I did not see why everyone's upset. I understood where she was coming from. She was sharing an insecurity. And most of our insecurities are really unrealistic and really, you know, our insecurities are a little bit like, why would you even care about that, you know? So from the time she said it was an insecurity, I was just like, whatever someone says after that, most of the time, if you don't have that same insecurity, it's not going to make sense to you. It just isn't going to make sense to you. I don't have that same insecurity because I'm not married. So I don't know that. And I'm not married to a basketball superstar. So I completely have no idea what that feels like. And everyone was acting like they know what that feels like. And I'm just like, one of men ain't even that important for one that's to feel it that way. You know what I mean? So, because in an interview, she kind of like talked about where it stemmed from, and it stemmed from the amount of attention that he gets. It was from females, not just in general, from women. And we all know why women give him attention. He's a little cutie, and he got fame and money. So we all know why women give him attention. And also I think that what happened is that I don't want to give men this much credit, but men tend to, in my opinion, men tend to care that that's somebody's wife a little bit more than women do. Care that that's somebody's husband. And that is just, I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying in secret, a lot of men might not care. But out in the open, I think that men in general are a little bit more of the opinion of that's somebody's wife. So I ain't gonna punch you that far away. If you're somebody's girlfriend, maybe. But if you're somebody's wife, it's kind of like, I ain't really gonna make them kind of advances. And another thing I think that she missed was that, you know, a lot of them can't give you anything that he can give you. So they ain't even really come in without kind of offer. I'm going to go in with cognac, and I am going to put that a little bit above it just to blend it out a little bit because it looks a little harsh in my opinion. You know, just soften it up a little bit, just dive into it, and just with a light loose hand just blend out the edges. think I'm gonna go in with Warm Ginger, which is right next to it. It's this color. Yep, that's that color right there. This right here as well. Where's the color? So now I'm going to darken up this crease, and I am going to go in with black currant. Black currant right here. We're just gonna take that and we're gonna stamp it right along the crease. We're gonna blend it out, but we're gonna stamp it first. I mean, everyone was dragging her, but I was just like, why y'all dragging sis? I wanted somebody to be like, oh sis, you looking good today. I see you. That's just her reality. Like, everywhere they go, it's always gonna be something there, ready to push up on them, you know? So I ain't mad at sis, you know, for wanting to, like, wanting attention from the opposite sex, because every time I'm with my man, it's just females everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So everyone was, you know, giving her hell, and I'm just like, she don't want nothing different than all y'all want when y'all be posting them pictures online. Only y'all got a man looking real in compromising positions. Okay. Talking about, it's just Instagram. Okay. Y'all looking for the same likes. It might not be from the opposite sex, but you want likes. Okay? So don't be giving sis hell for the same thing you do on a daily basis. This is Ice Rose, and I think, no, this is Begonia. This is Begonia, and this is Ice Rose. Yeah, this is Ice Rose. So they're both rose gold colors, just that one is a little darker than the other. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put Begonia, which is the dark one, on the outer third, and then put Ice Rose on the inner third. I just didn't feel like everyone needs to come for her that hard. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. I didn't think it was that bad. It was just like she shared an insecurity that she had within her relationship with the world, and everybody was like, "Shut up! You should be grateful." Like, that's literally what happened. And it was so funny to me. No, like, yeah, it was funny, but it was just like, it was funny in a sad way. Like, the world is mean. It was never that deep until the internet made it that deep. Y'all always want to make some shit deep, and it is. Oh, and this looks crazy. That concealer I was using was the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the color Dark 42. And now I'm about to use the Fenty Matchstick in Espresso. How did y'all feel about it? Did y'all was like, what was y'all initial reaction? Because the way I found out about it is, somebody was talking about it. They was like, you know, oh, my brother was talking about it. He was like, the internet, Twitter giving Ayesha hell. And I'm like, for what? And he explained it. And I was just like, for that? I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. So, if you, like, agree with me, disagree with me, or you saw something wrong with it, you know, comment down below. But yeah, guys. That's all I really want to talk about today, you know. You know, a little bit of colorism, a little bit of, you know, insecurities and stuff like that. what's one of my insecurities I can share with you guys? I think I've already talked about it in my building confidence videos. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be linked right about here. You can check that out if you're interested. It was my last Get Ready With Me, and I kind of talked about, you know, tips for building confidence and maintaining confidence, stuff like that. But I think I talked about it a little bit. Is my insecurity. Oh, my insecurity growing up was definitely my skin. Out of everything, it was always my skin. I never focused on anything else. It was always just like, why me, Lord? Like, why would you give me this skin? Like, I would pray all the time for it to go away. It was like, why me? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, people used to, like, wash their face with, like, the same soap that they wash their body with, and it'd just be, like, nothing. Like, I had to get special soap. I had to do things this way. And, like, me wash my skin with the same soap I wash my body with. Like, that was begging for a breakout. Like, that was, like, bring on the breakout. And I was just, it's just a weird thing to be jealous of. I was jealous of people that just had really nice skin and they didn't really try. Like, they didn't do shit. They ate bad. They didn't work out. They just had nice skin. I was just like, so I gotta do all the extra stuff. I can't drink no juice, no soda, no nothing. And you just get to do everything and still get the skin. Like, that was my insecurity. And, like, people always feeling the need to tell me to try this when they don't even have bad skin. It's just like, you don't even try. How are you going to tell me to try products that you don't even really use because you don't really need it? Like, yeah, that was definitely my biggest insecurity. It still is one of my biggest insecurities, really. My skin has gotten way, way better, but it's still not how I want it. I want texture-free skin. I want no texture. I want everything to be smooth. I want no pores. I want nothing. Which is so unrealistic, because how the hell it won't be skin if it doesn't have pores. So there's that. But yeah, I have unrealistic skin goals. And we're gonna be using some Fenty, this setting powder. I reviewed this and the concealer already. Again, if you want to check that out, it's gonna be linked right here in the eye cards. My under eyes look bright right now. And this is in the shade Banana. It's okay. It's gonna come together. It's going to come together. Okay? Don't rush it. Don't rush the process. It looked crazy at first, and then we get it together. I'm going with my face powder. And this is it's a Black Radiance setting powder. And this is in Creamy Beige. I actually just bought a darker one. Let me try the darker one. Ooh, I bought Café because I wanted a palette that was just a little bit darker. Okay, this might be a little bit too dark. Oh, I don't know. I think this could work. It's also new, so you know it's gonna be like way darker than normal. I think I'm gonna go over this in the outside, and then for my inside of my face to set over the powder I already put on, I'm gonna go in with Creamy Beige. I feel like that other one is like a little bit too dark. I'm really just pushing this powder into my skin. So now that we look powderific, I'm gonna go back in with that e.l.f. and we're gonna spray our face. I also bought the new Black Radiance contour palette, and this is in the color Deep Dark. I was looking for their highlight palette, but I didn't see it. But this one also has a highlight in it, and I think that's what we're going to be using today. Let's see. They have Sculpt, which looks like the contour color from the last one. We're going to start with Sculpt and see if we can go a little darker than Sculpt. Oh. Sculpt is a little bit, you know. It's a reddish kind of brown, if you guys can see. It's like a reddish brown, so it's It's giving us what we need. It's definitely a little bit lighter than the MAC Stick. Here we're gonna try this on the forehead. We don't want to get too crazy on the forehead. Just dab that in there. Brush it into my hairline. And then I'm gonna go in with the contour color, just a little bit, and I'm just gonna deepen up the very, like I like to flick up the very end of this contour. And then I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna go over it. This sponge has everything on it. A little bit of my concealer, a little bit of my foundation, just so it's not too harsh. I also have the Fenty, this is Mocha Mami. I have the bronzer. Let me wipe it off. So I have the bronzer, and this is in Mocha Mami. I got the darkest color, of course, because I don't know. I felt like Coconut wasn't going to give me what I wanted. So we've already contoured. And now we're going to just bronze. And I got the brush, the Shark toothbrush, the bronzer brush that they, they had. So we're just going to, I don't even know how to use this brush because I'm not used to, okay, we're going to use it like this. This is like my first time using this, really. Well, I lied. I used it on another video that I didn't like. And then I didn't use it for my actual makeup that I did when I left the house. So this is my first time using it for a look. I'm going to like take pictures and stuff. So I'm excited. So I'm just dabbing into it and I'm just brushing that right above my cheeks. Put some right here. You know, just get the little bronzing going on, a little bit of nose bronzing, chin right here, get the little neck bronzing. I don't even know what else to bronze because I don't ever bronze. It's my first bronzer. So, and then I also got Penny for You Thoughts, which is a Kilowatt. What's it called? It's a Kilowatt foil. So it's just for a bunch of stuff. It's just a foil. Ow, the little thing just fell out. Yep, so I got Penny for You Thoughts. Put upside down. Nope, yes it is. So this is Penny for You Thoughts. And this one comes in the white casing. And when I first used it in that video, I told you where I didn't like my makeup. It had nothing to do with this. It was like my base. I didn't like it. I kind of put it where I put the bronzer. Just to like make the bronzer a little bit more shimmery. Because the bronzer doesn't really have shimmer in it. But this definitely is a very close color to the Mocha Mami. So putting it on top of the bronzer kind of gives you like a glow. Other than the highlight glow, just like a bronzer glow. If you get what I'm saying, you might not get what I'm saying, but I know what I mean. Like it's the same color as the bronzer, so it makes the bronzer just look a little bit shimmery. And now for my highlight, we're gonna go back into that Black Radiance palette. We're gonna take that highlight color, and we're gonna do the mouths. Right up in here. Yup. Up in here. Of course, on my nose. My nose is my favorite place to highlight. Just look at that. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to just do something right up in here. I love to highlight right above my eyebrow. Nothing too crazy. It's like my forehead highlight. I highlight my chin. Here. My cupid's on. I just love to highlight. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with this kind of a flat top brush. And I'm going to go back in with Black Currant, which is that purple color that we use in the crease. I'm just going to blend out this eyeliner with it. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with a brush, and I'm going to go with Amaretto, which is what we started this look out with. And that's the blend right under the eyeshadow. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put on lashes or not. I've really not been wanting to wear lashes. Just not. But for you guys, and this looks purposes, I think it deserves some lashes. Let me get my lashes. I'm going to put them on and then I'll be right back. Some of the lashes are on, you know. I put on some eyeliner for you guys. The lash glue is still drying, so it's a little blue, but it's going to dry clear. So don't focus on that right now. Focus on the lashes, okay? And these lashes are the Ardel Wispies in... Couldn't tell you, doesn't have a number, just Ardel Wispies. It was part of this multi-pack, which I have finished, which means I gotta go buy another one. And yeah, I'm gonna put on some lipstick, and the lipstick I'm using is by Tarte. It's called Grunge, and yeah, it's this brownish color. Okay guys, so that is it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. If there's any topics that you would like me to talk about while I'm doing my makeup, please comment them down below. I like talking, so you know, do these videos every once in a while, you know. So please comment below some topics for me to talk about. Also, if there's any makeup products that you want me to try out, please let me know as well. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you stay to the end, watch some of my previous videos, get familiar with my channel and stuff like that. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.